Hello, my name's Paul Neal. I do foundation repairs. Beautiful Homes by Paul. I've been doing this all my life. Now we found a product that might keep you from ever having to have foundation repair. We inject the soil and it stabilizes the foundation. We have a lady in Oklahoma City, a satisfied customer. Listen to what she's got to say.
We built this house about 6 years ago, and we've lived here in Edmond ever since. We've been very happy here. One day, my husband was going into the garage, and he noticed that the door was sticking and opening all by itself. So it largely depended upon the weather. So thanks to you guys, everything is fine. You came out, you treated the soil, and all is well. The guys were professional, very professional. They left no mess whatsoever. Frankly, I believe that everyone would benefit from this, especially if your house sits on clay.
We're injecting the soil around this house. This is Mike and Les. Mike's been my employee for 15 years. Les is a licensed plumber. He does this because there's a lot of equipment upkeep. They're injecting that soil about every foot around that house. 1 foot, they go underneath the beam of the house, and the next one about a foot away, which causes a moisture barrier around your home. Now, the reason the foundations fail is because when it gets moisture underneath, the clay swells up and lifts your house up. And when it gets dry, it contracts and lets your house down. It causes cracks, it causes problems, and your house always gets worse. It never gets better. Now, this prevents all that. When this is done, we give a guarantee, a warranty that's transferable. So if you ever need to sell your house, you have this warranty that's transferable, and we will back it up. This is Janice. She runs a restaurant where I eat breakfast almost every morning. One morning she came up to me, said she's having a lot of problems with her house. I wanted me to go look at it. I went and looked at it. I said, it don't look that bad, Janice. She said, because it's been raining. She said, well, it dries out and it's going to get real bad. Anyway, this is earth lock, and she did it. And let her tell you if she's satisfied with it or not. I asked you about 2 months ago, Janice, if you had any problems with it, and you said you didn't know. 2 days later, you came back and said, no, Paul, my house is all right. Is that so?
That's so.
Have you had any problems with it?
Not at all.
Didn't you say you had one little problem? It's okay, you can be honest.
Well, I think, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that the crack that I did have, I had a crack that concerned me in the bedroom area, but it seemed like it went kind of back together, if that's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it happened in my house too.
And now the doors are all open and good. At one time, there was one that settled and didn't know, it had a little squeak to it, but no more. All the doors are open and good. It don't look like there's any more cracks. I've been really watching because this is a new home that we're talking about.
I just found that out yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I did not know that, Jen.
It's a new home, yes. So,
Well,
I'm very proud of it, and I've been telling all my friends about it because it's something. When I went to see Paul on the job site at a house not far from where I am, I was devastated at what they had to do on the inside of that house, and I was thinking, Lord, please, not my new home. Because the way they have to go through the concrete foundation to get underneath the house, to do all the level and everything, I was in shock. It was a nightmare just thinking about what they were going to do to my brand new, beautiful, all tile floor home. And Paul didn't do that. They went in, they put all the foam stuff around my foundation of my home, and there's no more cracks. It seems to be great. And this has been 2 years now, right?
Yeah, we went through 2 droughts. We went through that summer with the real hot summer, real dry.
Pleased.
Yeah.
And I have told many of my customers, I've been here for 16 years, and I have ongoing customers, and they'll come in and ask, about a foundation man or a carpenter or whatever, and then I always tell them my story because this has really worked out well for me, Paul. It's really worked out.
On my home too, Janice.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to my house. Okay, Janice, I really appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks a lot, Janice.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
My name's Russell Thomas, and I'm a registered professional engineer in the state of Texas, and have been since the early 90s, and do quite a bit of foundation engineering work, repair and design. I've known Paul Neal for better than 10 years, I suppose, and he goes to Lions Club with me as a participant in our community, and does good work when it comes to foundation repair. He's actually worked on my house. I'm pleased with the outcome and the results of that. Paul's a good guy. As I mentioned, I do quite a bit of foundation work. If I get into a really difficult one that's kind of unusual, I'll sometimes ask Paul to come take a look at it, because he's got a wealth of experience. He's done a lot of work over the years in these black band clay soils, and does a great job with helping me decipher and discern what exactly it is we need to do. I would recommend him highly to do work for you. He's honest and he's a good man, and I think he's a good guy, and he'll give you a fair shake for what he charges you.
I'm Frances Selman, Paul Neal's older sister. I married Curtis Selman right after he come home from the Korean War. He worked in his family's foundation business. They started right after World War II. After he got out of the service, he worked with his brothers for a while, and then he went into business for himself. My brother went to work for him when he was about 12 years old. He worked for him for about 40 years. I kept books for my husband, and then after Paul took over, when my husband got real ill, he took over the company. I did bookkeeping for him for about 10 years. He does real good work, and he's very honest.
Okay. You left out pretty.
Well, I'm not lying.
This equipment belongs to a contractor that's doing the soil stabilization for 120 duplexes in Austin, Texas. This chemical has been used commercially for 20 years. For 20 years, there's been over 300 million square feet of soil stabilization done without a failure.
Just
Hey, why you use me?
I use you because you're dependable. You take care of the job.
Okay, how'd you find out about me?
Glenn Anderson.
He's a contractor?
Yep, big contractor. We do a lot of work for him.
Okay.
And he said you're a great guy, and you can count on him to do anything you need done. A little rough around the edges, but he'll take care of it.
Oh, you can't believe everything Glenn says. How long you been doing this?
About 3.5, 4 years now.
Okay.
Been in construction, building concrete all my life.
How many of those machines you got that I got film of today?
We've got 3.
Okay.
Well, we've always got something under construction, trying to keep up with the volume.
Okay. How much business you do a year, if you don't mind me asking?
About $1.4 million, $1.5 million.
$1.4 million, $1.5 million. Okay. Thanks, man.